One of the things I love to do is upcycle, and in this case, it was a headboard. I took the headboard and I made a new roost for my chickens. This is super fun for me because I feel like I'm putting my chickens to bed at night. The first step for making my chicken roost is to take my 1¼ inch dowels and put them into my boards that I've made. Now I already drilled the holes for these boards, and you just need to make sure it's centered on the board and in the exact same spot on each side so that it's a mirror image. Then it's a matter of putting your glue in, and you try not to get on the edge, especially if you're going to be doing a stain, because you can't stain over this glue. If you paint over it, it won't be as much of an issue. You need just enough that it's going to kind of coat the edges of the hole, but you don't want so much that it goops out everywhere. And then it's just a matter of working your dowel into that hole. A lot of times I'll use a hammer to assist. You want it to be a nice snug fit so that it's not going to go anywhere on you. Then I'm going to use some tiny finishing screws to attach those so that they don't move anywhere. And then it's time to make the box on the bottom, and that just kind of supports everything, holds it all together. It's a little hard to go into the 2x2s with the screws because you want to make sure that you're not going to split it. And especially if you're using reclaimed wood, like I am, you've got to be careful about that. So that second screw is really important to put in so that it doesn't shift around. At this point, it's just a matter of connecting it to my headboard, and I've already marked the distance between the two sides, so I just have to get them in the right spot. Now I'll connect the leg to the frame, and it's a little tricky because, again, you need to get in more than one screw. So the first one I'll go direct on, hoping to miss the other screws that I've got in there. It's a little easier if you start it on the ground and then connect it to the frame. And then it's just a matter of connecting these together. I then used an oil-based animal-safe paint. I like the oil-based paint because it's a little bit easier to wipe off and it gives you this really nice shine. I like the really glossy one because I can clean it, stuff's not going to stick to it as much, and it just kind of gives the whole piece this one complete unit kind of feel. I really like how this finishes out the inside of my coop.